Producers, if you're a producer that has a song recorded with your favorite artist and for whatever reason you haven't got paid yet, this video is for you. I'm going to tell you guys how you get paid and how you probably can double your fees for what you're paid if an artist takes your music, puts it out, and hasn't paid you or finished your contracts yet. Okay? This only applies to if your music has been used by an artist and it's released publicly and it's out here getting traction. If it's out here getting traction and they haven't paid you yet, listen up. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do, and you need to watch the video all the way through to the end. First thing that you want to do with your record. If you find that you've given an artist a record, the record is out, it's getting traction, the artist is touring, you see the video out, all this stuff is going on with your record and your song is out on an album, whatever, record is doing well and you still haven't got paid, you're reaching out to the label, you're sending your invoices, nobody's responding. All right, this is what you just got to do. The first thing you got to do is you got to make sure that your record is copyrighted. Point blank, period. You got to copyright your record. Once you copyright your record, that's going to give you the stamp of approval that you own that master for that beat, that track. That's the first thing that I'm going to recommend that everybody needs to do. Too many people are out here, producers, too many people are out here not copyrighting their music. That's the first line of protection for you, right? So that's the first thing that I want to make sure that everybody's clear on. The second thing that you're going to do, you're going to register this song. What do you mean you're going to register this song? You are going to register this song ASCAP, BMI, whatever you're on, Sound Exchange, everything, so forth and so on. And when you register these songs, you're going to register these songs as you are basically the owner of this song. And they're going to say, well, what do you mean you're going to do that? What about the person that rapped on it and put the lyrics on it, so forth and so on? If they have not agreed to a producer's agreement, if they have not paid you, it is still your master. You still own the rights to that record. It's basically these folks are sampling your record and doing a freestyle on your record, and they haven't gotten permission for you to do so. So in this kind of situation, if you sample a record that doesn't belong to you and you put it out, the copyright owner can come back and take 100% of all the proceeds to that record. So you own that record. So you have to remember that you are a copyright owner. You are the owner of a master that is being exploited, that has not been negotiated or licensed to an individual for usage. So if you have a song that's out, you haven't been paid, cool. Don't worry about it. You haven't been paid. No problem. You copyright your song. You register everywhere. Harry Fox, Sound Exchange, MLC, whatever you're using, you're gonna basically register it with everybody. Once it's registered with everybody, cool. You got to wait for everything to come back. This might take a couple of weeks for it to come back. You're going to get everything comes back. Once you got everything, all your ducks lined up in a row, now we got to contact an attorney. What do you mean you got to contact an attorney? Yeah, we got to contact an attorney because now we got to give them the notice now and say, hey, I'm the copyright owner. Here goes my copyright registration. This artist on this label is using my song and it's unauthorized. So you have a couple of things that you can do. You can do a takedown, right? You can basically tell YouTube and these folks that, hey, you can put a situation on it where it's a copyright notification where folks can then start to send you the money for anything that's going on YouTube or so forth and so on. And then when you contact the label, you tell the label, hey, I don't have a situation I don't have a contract in place for this song, right? So it's being used unauthorized. You haven't paid me. You got to do two things. You're going to have to pay me now, take it down, or if you want to take it down and you don't want to pay me, we can still sue you for damages. Right? This is the game that you have to start to play with some of these artists if the artists aren't going to do the right thing. We had a similar situation where, hey, somebody took the record from us. Okay, you took the record, no problem. Let the record gain a lot of traction. You got to wait. Sometimes you got to wait for the record to do a whole bunch of numbers. And once the record starts to do all these numbers, you say, all right, make sure you got all your stuff going in the background. right? You got to register your copyrights. If folks do not have this, the Musician's Guide to Music Copyrights, you need to go get it. Make sure that you understand what's going on. Register your songs. Make sure your songs are registered. So now, when you go to the label, you just can't say, well, I gave this person my beat and so forth and so on. No, 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 no. I am the registered copyright owner. My company, right? Arkatech Beatz Entertainment LLC. We own that master. They're using it unauthorized. Once you send the label that notification has been used unauthorized and you have a copyright registration, those folks will start moving and they'll start trying to move heaven and earth to make sure that you're not coming to sue them afterward. But we have to start operating as producers, as right holders. We have to start treating ourselves and start treating our music like it's pieces of copyrighted material, intellectual property that people cannot just use unauthorized. You're sitting around, you can't move like this. So a lot of times you can't even get an attorney to even help you because you haven't done what you needed to do to make sure that all of your rights have been secured. So this is why I'm telling folks to make sure that your music gets registered, copyrighted, everything is taken care of in the back end. So when you finally go to make the claim, there's no way for them to pivot, right? There's no way for them to pivot. Also, if you're an artist or if you're a producer and you have a record that was placed and it wasn't paid for and so forth and so on, and they're using it and it has a sample, you might have to come out your pocket and clear the sample yourself, right? If you clear the sample yourself, then that puts you in the driver's seat because now, again, you become the copyright owner with all of the clearances, and now they got to come and get a license from you to use your music. So in the case that we had was the same type of situation. Somebody took the tracks, they put them out. I'm reaching out to the label. The label's not listening. The label's not hollering back at me. The label is like ignoring me. I'm telling them, listen, I am the producer and the songwriter on this track. This artist does not have a producer agreement in place. They're using this music unauthorized, and I need to understand next steps so that we can get a license in place. They ignored me. Said, okay. Once I sent out my notification, hey, I need a contract or I need some payments on this joint. Everybody ignored it. I'll say, okay. I put all my stuff together, send it to the attorney. Once the attorney sent them the notification, they started scrambling. Wait, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to do. That's how you got to do it. So now, whatever you was going to pay me, now I need triple that. And that's what we got. Whatever you was going to pay me, I need triple that. And I need to see the books on everything that he did, all the numbers. I got to see all the numbers. I got to see the streams. And the money that I'm going to take is not even in advance no more. Like now that's not an advance. Now we taking this money straight off and it's not an advance anymore. It's not an advance against my royalties anymore because you guys didn't do it the right way. And this is the way you have to negotiate your situation. Tell your attorneys also, no more work for hire. We're not doing work for hire no more. We're not giving away the masters. Don't give away the master. Say, hey, you already put the record out. Now, this is how you got to do it. You got to license it for me for every X amount of streams and numbers of units sold. That's how you got to play it now. And that's how you can inflate the number that you're going to get. Now, people are going to say, hey, if you do that, you're going to ruin your relationship with the label and so forth and so on. You don't have a relationship with the label because they don't want to pay you. They don't want to pay you. So if they don't want to pay you, you already don't have a relationship. So then it's not really your bridge burn. I'm sorry to say it, but at the end of the day, if you're working and they're not paying you, there's no relationship here. I'm sorry to break it to you that way. Right? When we work with Nas in the beginning, you think we had to run around to go chase our money? No. The man said, hey, they do their work, paid them. We got paid. We didn't chase any artists for that. We didn't chase artists like that because back then people respected per producer. That's the bottom line. Now they don't have the respect for the producers anymore. So what I'm telling folks to do is you got to strong arm your respect. So let's review what I said for people to do. They took my music. I put it out. They put it out. You hollering. They're not paying you. You sending them notices. You send them invoices. They're not paying. Copyright your music, man. Copyright your music. If you haven't copyrighted your music, the Musician's Guide to Music Copyrights. Go get it. Right? Link is in the description. Go get it. Go get that. Register your songs. ASCAP, BMI, Sound Exchange, Harry Fox, MLC. You name it. You got music reports. Whatever you got to do, you register all of those places. You claim it all. You claim 100% of that record until these folks give you a contract that license the music that they're using. People are going to say, hey, it's shrewd, but that's what we do. That's what we do. This is the way that we are able to continue to make sure that, hey, if you're going to use the music, because this is the game people play. They say they're going to take the music, they're going to use it for a mixtape or as promo. Next thing you know, it's out. It's out. You're not credited properly because there's no administration. There's nobody behind it that's making it being done the right way. So this is the game we have to play with these folks. You have to play hardball with these folks in order for them to make sure they're paying you. I don't want to keep seeing these interviews. I see Hit Boy in these interviews, people talking about how they're not getting paid. Stop all that shit. All that shit got to stop. We got to start doing it differently in terms of handling how the artists are going to be handled if they're not handling us appropriately. This only goes for the artist that's not handling you appropriately. If artists are responding to you, if artists are telling you, hey, I'm trying to work some things out, that's a different situation. But if they're ignoring you flat out and they ain't trying to work something out with you, that's what I recommend. That's what I've done in the past. That's what we've done in the past. We've been successful in getting our money that way. And I just hope that you guys are taking notes. And if you got any questions, leave it in the comments. And I'll be willing to answer those questions for you. But till next time, peace, be safe out there.